right now I'm waiting for Grab to head to Saigon University, and as you can see, it's still pretty dark. It's only 5 a.m. So yeah, I'm a bit sleepy. Anyway, I'm super excited and really curious about this city 5 night trip. So let's stick around and see what's going to happen over the next few days. Let's see.
At 5:30 in the morning, I arrived at Saigon University to start my trip to Nha Trang, Khánh Hòa province. My tour guide for this trip is Mr. Nhật Linh. He is friendly and always full of positive energy. Before leaving, I received a lovely gift from my faculty, an SGU hat. And at 6 o'clock, I hit the road, officially beginning my journey. As the boat moved forward, I passed by the Đồng Nai Inland River, one of the longest rivers that flows entirely within Vietnam. After that, I stopped for breakfast at Ghana restaurant and had a bowl of bún bò. The soup were rich and flavorful, the beef was tender, and everything tasted incredibly satisfying. It was the perfect way to start the day and recharge before continuing my journey to the beautiful coastal city of Nha Trang. And sitting next to me was my roommate for this trip, Khả Vi. Having her by my side made the journey even more fun and memorable. After that, I got back on the bus and continued the journey. And around noon, I stopped for lunch at Ghana restaurant in Ninh Thuận. The ocean view was absolutely stunning, with clear blue water stretching endlessly toward the horizon. What makes this place truly special is its unique location, where three major transportation routes come together: the road, the railway, and the sea. The food was delicious, with a wide variety of dishes that made the meal even more enjoyable. After traveling over 100 kilometers, I arrived in Nha Trang and headed straight to the Institute of Oceanography. The Nha Trang Institute of Oceanography is one of the oldest and most important marine research centers in Southeast Asia. It was established in 1922 and has played a key role in studying and protecting marine life in Vietnam. The institute is home to thousands of marine species, including corals, fish, and grassy creatures. It covers an area of around 20 hectares and is located right by the sea. Inside, there are exhibition areas and large aquariums where visitors can learn more about the rich underwater world of the ocean. This is a perfect place to explore, learn, and truly connect with nature. After finishing the visit, I had a 2-night hotel to check in. This were actually my favorite hotel of the entire trip, mainly because of its stunning ocean view. Originally, we had about 2 hours to rest, but Kavi and I decided to go for a swim instead because the sea looked absolutely beautiful and impossible to visit. We spent around 30 minutes enjoying the ocean before heading back to get ready for dinner. It was a short moment, but one filled with pleasure, freedom, and unforgettable memories. In the evening, we had dinner at Đặng Văn Nguyên Nem Nướng restaurant. Real pork rolls are one of my favorite dishes whenever I visit the central regions of Vietnam, especially Nha Trang. Nem nướng is made from seasoned brown pork, grilled until golden and slightly smoky. It is usually served with rice paper, pickled vegetables, and crispy fried rolls on the side. What really makes the dish special is the dipping sauce. The sauce is rich, creamy, and slightly sweet, made from ingredients like pork liver, peanuts, and fermented soybeans. Since it had been a long day of traveling, the schedule for the first day was quite relaxed. After dinner, I went back to the hotel and went to bed early to recharge and get ready for the next day. At 6:30 in the morning, I check out of the hotel and enjoy a buffet breakfast to start the day. And around 7:30 a.m., I visit Hòn Chồng.
Hi everyone, right now I'm at Hòn Chồng, Nha Trang. This is a well-known tourist attraction with a beautiful sea view and unique local frog formation. Today, I'm going to explore this place and share my experience with you.
When visiting Hòn Chồng, I had the opportunity to enjoy a traditional Vietnamese music performance presented by local musicians. The performance mainly featured Vietnamese folk musical instruments. Instruments such as the đàn bầu, đàn tranh, trung, columbus, stone lithophones, and traditional drums were performed live, allowing me to better appreciate the richness and diversity of Vietnam's traditional music. After enjoying the traditional music performance, I moved on to visit the scenic side of Hòn Chồng.
Ở chỗ này là cổng trời này. Ở chỗ hai cái tảng đá lớn ở dưới nâng đỡ một hòn đá nhỏ ở trên, tạo thành một cái cổng mà dân gian gọi đó là cổng trời. Mọi người đã nhìn thấy cổng trời chưa? Đúng rồi, cổng trời nè. Ở chỗ đó có cái tảng đá kẹp giữa hai cái tảng đá nhỏ, kẹp giữa hai tảng đá lớn nè. Đúng rồi. Khi chúng ta di chuyển ra trung tâm của bãi đá Hòn Chồng, ở giữa cái tảng đá rất là lớn đó, ở chỗ các bạn học sinh đang đứng đấy, ở cái mặt đá mà tiếp giáp với biển đó, các em sẽ nhìn thấy một hình tượng đá là một bàn tay 5 ngón lọt sâu vào giữa tảng đá, lòng bàn tay hướng ra biển khơi, và dân gian gọi đó là bàn tay người khổng lồ.
Hòn Chồng was also the final destination of my journey in Nha Trang. After that, I continued my trip to Quy Nhơn. Along the way, I stopped for lunch at a traditional clay pot rice restaurant in Tuy Hòa, Phú Yên. Following nearly 2 hours of travel, I arrived at Explorer Science Quy Nhơn. This is a modern science center designed to promote curiosity and learning through hands-on and interactive exhibit. This is the Why Is That room, where visitors explore everyday scientific phenomena through interactive models and hands-on experiments. The room focuses on basic concepts such as electricity, light, sound, motion, and gravity. Part of this exhibition is inspired by Nikola Tesla, a famous inventor known for his work with electricity.
So now we just finished exploring Explorer Science Quy Nhơn. So now we're heading to the hotel to check in and get some rest. Let's go.
After checking at Saigon Quy Nhơn Hotel, I took a walk along the beach where I met Kira and asked her a few questions about Quy Nhơn.
As your destination.
The most I like a peaceful city. It's less people than in other cities, and it's less tourists as well, which is I like. And it's more. I like more people here.
So what should Quy Nhơn improve to attract more tourists?
I think you have already everything. So maybe my advice it will be to maybe more do advertising on social media. So maybe you can show for people what you can offer. For example, maybe some activities or temples, or just show more about city, talk about city. And I think more social media it will help you.
Okay, so will you come back in Nguyên in the future?
I would like to. I hope I will come back again. Xin chào.
Okay. In the evening, I had dinner at cơm nhà 1989. And after that, Kavi and I went for a walk around the city and to enjoy the night vibe. We stopped by Highlands Coffee to grab some drinks and then tried real rice paper at a small local store. On the way back to the hotel, we came across a group of locals dancing to celebrate Christmas, so we decided to join them for a while. When we were getting ready to sleep, there were 3 of us and no one wanted to sleep in the middle, so we decided to spin randomly to choose who would take the middle spot, and of course it ended up being heavy. The next morning, we checked out of the hotel and started the morning with a buffet breakfast. After that, we headed to Eo Gió, one of the most famous spots in Quy Nhơn. Eo Gió is a famous tourist attraction in Quy Nhơn City, Bình Định province, about 20 kilometers from the city center. And it's known for its curved rocky mountains surrounding the sea and creating a unique natural landscape with a strong sea winds all year round. Eo Gió is a must-visit destination when traveling to Quy Nhơn. Eo Gió was windy, just like its name suggests, but the view was absolutely worth it. The cliffs curve along the coastline, impressing the deep blue ocean below. Standing here, listening to the waves and feeling the sea breeze, everything felt calm and refreshing. After Eo Gió, we visited Quang Trung Museum. The atmosphere here was quiet and respectful, giving us a chance to learn more about the life and legacy of Emperor Quang Trung Nguyễn Huệ. We first watched a traditional performance at the Taishan Martial Arts and Music Performance House. According to the history, the 3 brothers Nguyễn Ngọc, Nguyễn Huệ, and Nguyễn Lữ created, developed, and perfected Bình Định traditional martial arts, refining hand forms, style techniques, and weapon training to pass on to the Taishan Revolutionary Army. It was also Emperor Quang Trung who introduced drum music into military training, using powerful rhythms to inspire and strengthen soldiers' fighting spirit. These martial drum performances contributed to historic victory over 290,000 Jin troops, leading to the successful liberation of Thăng Long. Here, visitors can admire a set of 12 drums, symbolizing the 12 zodiac animals. Each drum performance includes 3 sections, carrying the dramatic rhythm and spirit of traditional tuồng music. Quang Trung Museum was built on the historic homeland of the 3 Taishan brothers. It is surrounded by important landmarks such as the Temple of the Taishan Tam Kiệt and the Taishan Hall. The museum also reserved several original elements, including the old family garden, the ancient well, and a more than 200-year-old tamarind tree, along with artifacts related to the Đống Đa festival. Today, the museum is named after Tây Sơn Thái Tổ, Emperor Quang Trung.
Thả đi. Em thả đi, sợi dây nó giật lại hả? Rồi. Rồi kéo. Là ngày xưa ông bà mình múc nước giếng vậy đó. Rồi là dội lên tắm luôn. Nói chơi chứ em rửa tay rửa mặt cho lấy hên. Này là nước giếng ngày trước mà vua xài đó. Lấy hên, lấy sức khỏe.
It was a meaningful stop that added a deeper cultural layer to our trip. From the open views of El Yard to the historical space of Quang Trung Museum, Nguyên Nhân left us with memories that will stay long after the trip ends. Later on, we traveled about 130 kilometers to Pleiku. As we left the coast behind, the landscape slowly shifted to the highlands, bringing a completely different feeling. We checked in at Chuyên Hotel in Pleiku, a simple and comfortable place, and we also had dinner at the hotel. And next, Khả Vi, Hữu Thành, and I explored the local food scene. Our first dish was bún cua thối. The smell was quite strong at first, but the taste was surprisingly rich and balanced. It might not be for everyone, but it's definitely a unique local dish worth trying at least once. Later, we enjoyed some fried fish balls near Đại Đoàn Kết Square, and that wrapped up day 3 of our trip. The next day, after breakfast, we headed to Măng Đen. One of our first stops was Our Lady of Măng Đen. Our Lady of Măng Đen is a well-known Catholic pilgrimage site in Vietnam's Central Highlands. The statues were discovered in the forest in the 1970s and is believed to represent the Virgin Mary in the image of a local ethnic woman. Over time, the statues lost its arm due to war and natural causes, but it has remained a powerful symbol of faith, peace, and resilience. Many people believe that Our Lady of Măng Đen brings healing and comfort, which is why pilgrims from all over the country come here to pray. After that, we moved on to visit Măng Đen Art Garden.
Và người ta lấy ý tưởng từ những tác phẩm tượng được đặt ở tại nhà mồ. Mục đích của những tác phẩm tượng ở tại nhà mồ là để phục vụ cho các cái việc liên quan đến lễ pơ thi, lễ bỏ mả và làm vui cho người đã khuất. Đó là một cuộc tiễn biệt, và kể từ đây cuộc tiễn biệt đó xem như là một sự chấm dứt giữa cái cuộc sống của người ở lại và cuộc sống của người tái sinh. Đó, thì để làm cái niềm vui đó thì họ xây dựng và tạc lên những cái tượng bằng gỗ. Nó ở nhiều tư thế khác nhau, ví dụ như là tư thế mặc quần như thế này. Đó. Nó cũng giống như là một cái tư thế bó gối ấy, hoặc là một người phụ nữ đang mang bầu. Đó. Thì cái tư thế bó gối các bạn thấy là nó giống như một cái bào thai của mình đó. Khi chúng ta chết thì con người chúng ta sẽ trở về cái trạng thái tái sinh mà. Thì giống như là một đứa trẻ trong bụng mẹ ấy. Rồi có hình ảnh của hai người giao hoan với nhau. Đó. Và có rất nhiều những cái tôn tượng khác. Và chủ yếu là gì? Người ta làm bằng rìu, và các tác phẩm tượng nghệ thuật các bạn sẽ thấy ấy, ở tại nhà mồ nhá. Nó đều là tượng mộc, tức là mộc, ý anh nói mộc ở đây có nghĩa là người ta không sử dụng máy móc để đục đẽo để bài nhẵn, mà người ta sẽ để cái phần thô luôn. Và chính vì thô như thế nó có cái hồn riêng của cái tượng nhà mồ. Cùng với cái quá trình thời gian ấy, ảnh hưởng bởi những cái nếp sống văn hóa mới, người ta tạc thêm nhiều cái tượng khác nữa. Nhưng mà những cái bộ tượng chính như chúng ta vừa kể ấy, và bên cạnh đó cũng có cả máy bay, có cả là bộ đội đó, có tượng người phụ nữ mặc áo dài vân vân. Thì những cái hình ảnh đó là để làm vui cho người đã khuất, và bây giờ nó trở thành là một cái yếu tố nghệ thuật trong trang trí của nhà mồ. Đó, thì trên cái ý tưởng đó thì ở tại khu vực này người ta xây dựng và tạo tác nên rất nhiều các cái tác phẩm tượng để phục vụ cho du khách tham quan, và một phần nào đó tìm hiểu về nghệ thuật của nhà mồ, đặc biệt là tượng nhà mồ của cộng đồng người Tây Nguyên nhá. Chứ còn đây không phải là những tác phẩm được sưu tầm từ tượng nhà mồ và mang về đây, mà là người ta tạo tác nên dựa trên cái ý tưởng liên quan đến nhà mồ thôi. Thì có rất nhiều các cái nhóm tượng khác nhau, và thậm chí là có những cái nhóm tượng là nó rất là mới để các bạn chúng ta có thể tìm hiểu nhé.
Folk wooden statues hold a very special place in spiritual and cultural life of ethnic minority communities in Vietnam's Central Highlands. They reflect simple yet profound human aspiration found in everyday life. In the afternoon, we had lunch at Green Mountain restaurant and then visited the 100-year-old Bai Forest and Biển Hồ Chè. Honestly, walking to these pine trees feel really nice. They've been here for such a long time, and everything feels so quiet and peaceful. I don't know why, but being here just makes me feel relaxed. Or and it's one of those places where you don't need to rush. You can just slow down and enjoy the moment. Starting in 1919 to 1920, the French began reclaiming the Pleiku Highlands to cultivate tea, and Biển Hồ Chè became the first tea hill in the Central Highlands. This beautiful plantation covers an area of about 1,000 hectares, creating a natural landscape that is simple yet deeply impressive. After that, we visited Biển Hồ Tân Nưng. Biển Hồ Tân Nưng, also known as Biển Hồ Gia Lai, means the sea on the mountain in the Ede language. According to local people, this area was one home to a wealthy and prosperous tribe. One day, during a severe drought, the villagers held a sacred ritual to pray to Duyên. After the ritual, the earth began to shake. The land around the village suddenly collapsed, and water rose up, forming what we see now, Biển Hồ Tân Nưng. We ended day 4 with dinner at Tân Nưng restaurant, where we enjoy a variety of local specialties, especially the unique ansalt, a distinctive condiment made from forest ant and spices. On the 5th day of the trip, the journey continued with new destinations and experiences in Bumato. My first stop was Akodahong village. Walking through the village, I saw traditional longhouses, old trees, and a calm way of life that felt deeply connected to local culture. At noon, I had lunch and checked in at Dakruko Hotel, and after a short rest, I visited the World Milk Coffee Museum, where modern architecture meets the stories of coffee culture from Vietnam and around the world. Walking through the exhibition spaces, I learned how coffee is grown, processed, and enjoyed in different countries. It was not only a place to see and learn, but also a space that connected culture, creativity, and heritage. In the evening, I had dinner at Echo Time. I enjoyed dinner and traditional music surrounded by the sounds of nature. The day ended with a campfire activity. Gathered around the fire, sharing laughter and moments together. It was a warm and unforgettable way to close the 5th day of the journey. The final day of the trip starts early. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I checked out of the hotel and had a buffet breakfast. After that, I arrived at Grey Sap Waterfall. Surrounding Grey Sap Waterfall are towering ancient trees that have stood here for generations. The sound of the water and the cool air make this place feel raw, powerful, and refreshing. In the afternoon, I stopped for lunch in Dakrolab, and after that, I continued the journey back to Ho Chi Minh City. The trip came to an end, but the memories, the landscape, and the quiet moments along the way stay with me.